it can be frustrating. I wanted to talk to y'all about something that's like a serious thing for me, or that's near and dear to my heart. And it's about, children with autism. Well, my story. So, I am a mom of a child that's autistic. I have 3 kids. All of them has had epilepsy, but my son, who was the middle child, he grew out of it, so he don't have seizures. My youngest daughter and my oldest daughter both still have seizures and take medications. My oldest daughter is autistic. We found out she was autistic probably about 2-ish. She was in like a infants and toddlers program. If you know what that is, it's like assistance with parents who have kids with disabilities or delays. If your kids were born premature, stuff like that. So all of my kids were born premature, so all of them was in this program. However, my son, he wasn't really in that program long because he did everything before he turned 2. Like, he started walking at 1, etc., etc. He was talking, moving, sitting up, all of that. So he really didn't need the program. Anyway, so Janaya was diagnosed with autism, like I said, around like 2 years old or something like that. She started talking when she was 1. I still have the video. I need to pull it up on my iCloud. I'm gonna try to insert a clip. But she started talking when she was 1. And then she just stopped. She was able to say, I believe she said her name. Well, she said her name. She started out saying like Baba, babbling, all of that good stuff. But when she was 3 months, I used to always see her like bend down, and she used to always look like she was constipated. I thought she was constipated. This was a long time of me. Like, I was giving her K-Rose syrup, if you know what that is, putting it in her bottle, all types of stuff, like what people say to make a child go to the bathroom. I didn't know exactly what was going on. I'm just like, okay, is she constipated? Like, what's the issue? And I would, like I said, I would tell the doctors, I would take her to the emergency room, and I would try to figure out what's wrong, why she keeps. Come to find out, when she was like 1, they said that, she isn't constipated. She's not bearing down because of that. She's been having spasms. So all this time I'm thinking my child is constipated when really she's having spasms. Okay, that was the first thing. So then they kept, keeping a close eye on her. She saw cardiologists and stuff like that. Now, all of them saw a cardiologist because, like I said, they were born premature, and they all had this little, like, they call them rhabdomyomas or something like that, or like little tumors on like the heart. So they were seeing them when they were little, and then like the tumors got smaller and smaller and went away. Well, Janaya, hers went away, but we still took her to the cardiologist and stuff like that, and that's when they wanted to do the MRI. I don't remember exactly what age she was when they did the MRI, but they did see that, there were the tumors on the brain, okay? But they never really said like they wanted to do any operations or anything like that. Okay, cool. I was referred to Kennedy Krieger. We were seeing several doctors and stuff like that. Now, she's still fairly young at that time, so we're not seeing really any major signs. She's still crawling, walking, she's just not talking. So that's what was alarming to them, because they're like, okay, she's not talking, even though there are kids who don't talk until there have been stories where people said that their kids didn't talk until they were like 5 or 6. So it's like, okay, give her time. So, okay, cool. Still letting her see speech therapists and, occupational therapists, physical therapists, all of these type of therapists, all of that were coming to they would come to the daycare. And then when she, as she got older, we noticed the seizures were like really, really bad, drop seizures. And then she started to get like a little aggressive. So when we noticed that she was getting really aggressive, that's when they said, okay, we're going to need to take a different approach. They added like ADHD medicine or something like that to help with the behaviors. She was going to a school called William Bear School or whatever. She went to the Bear School, and that school is a school for special needs kids, goes up to high school. However, I'm not going to go into full detail, but this school, I've had several incidents where she was being mistreated. A staff member was fired because they put their hands on Janiyah, and it was ridiculous. Another person reported that they saw Janiyah being dragged off the bus. Yeah, it was a whole thing with that. Anyway, I moved in the county, and then she went to a really great school that I absolutely love. So she's there, they're helping her out, stuff like that. Now let's get into the behaviors. I am currently dealing with Janiyah. I'm sorry for I'm trying to get this out. I know I'm taking too long, but Janiyah has issues with sleeping. There's nights where she goes to sleep just like the rest of my other children. Fine, right? But then there's the nights where she is not going to sleep, where she is up all night, clapping her hands, she's shaking her head, she's banging the walls, she tantrums all over the floor, throwing things, running up and down the steps. This is all night. I've had neighbors report me to the rental office and say that, disturbance in the house. Okay, I told them her situation and stuff like that. They said, well, we're not going to throw you out, but we do need to let you know that it was reported. Okay, understandable. I do have her IEPs. I do have, like, doctor histories and things like that to show you that she do have a condition. I don't know what else to do. There's times I took her to the hospital, to the ER, because she just wouldn't stop banging and flipping out in here. Don't know what's wrong with her. We ruled out everything. She ate. We gave her something to drink. We changed her pamper. We don't know. So fast forward, I moved here, and I was giving her a shower one day, and she got upset. I don't know why. She is now on her period, and at that time she was getting her periods too. But I was washing her up, and she flipped, hit the soap dish, and it basically cut all of this. So we took her to the hospital. They basically, treated her, said it was not that serious, the whole nine. But it could have been worse if I wasn't strong enough to help her get her out that bathroom as fast as I did, and try to help her calm down until her father got here to take us to the emergency room. I'm missing the important part. So when we were living in the county, she was having seizures really, really bad. And she had this thing where she go up and down the steps and fall out and hit people and, all types of aggressive behaviors. This one particular day, I was trying to get her dressed for school. And I hate telling this part because I really do get flashbacks. But she actually went down my basement steps and she hit a pole. Yeah. She went to the hospital. They ruled her out. They was like, I know it looks bad to you, but, we have really, really great doctors here. And she's fine. Now, mind you, it's like right here. I'm just like, I'm crying. I'm just emotional. I'm upset. I'm like, what? That looks bad. Like, I'm just thinking the worst. They're like, man, we know, it looks terrible, but she's fine. I'm like, okay, cool. That I just was like, okay, now I don't even want a basement now. Because I was triggered. Every time I see somebody with a basement and I have to take her there or to somebody's house or whatever the case may be, I'm triggered. I'm watching her like a hawk. I don't even really take her places because I'm so worried about her safety. I do have family members that say, she can come over my house. It's cool. We got her. She good. Ain't no problem. I hear what you're saying. However, for me, I'm very overprotective and I'm triggered. I don't really like taking her places and letting her. I'm not saying that she can't be around people. It's fine. She can be around people, but certain places and settings, I just don't take her because I know that in any given moment, she can spaz out. She will go crazy. Like, and your items may be destroyed. I don't have no kind of money to replace people's items if she breaks it. She broke at least 15 TVs of mine. To the point now I have to get my TVs. I absolutely have to have my TVs mounted. It's no question. At first we used to put them on like, TV stands and stuff. Oh no, we can't get TVs. We can't put TVs on a TV stand and have a cute little area set up with like a little bookshelf and stuff. Absolutely not. She will knock that over. So no. So that's why I just don't take her to really the people's houses. I don't want her to destroy the items. If she gets upset, if you tell her no, she will go off. I would rather her to destroy my house and I can just replace the items myself whenever I choose to or don't, because it's my house and she's my child, and let it be that, versus me actually, you know what I'm saying, having to go through the whole, I'm sorry, how much is that? I'm not doing all of that. That's why I just try to keep her in her own setting. Let her tear up her own things, whatever. But yes, back to the sleeping thing. I'm basically just trying to bring awareness to the autism community. Anybody who's dealing with this, who's a mom of an autistic child, you understand. If you do feel what I'm saying, drop in the comments and let me know that you understand where I'm coming from. This is a tough job. Being a mom of an autistic child is no joke. I cried so bad last night to the point I almost had a headache. I was asking God all types of stuff, like, what like, did I do something wrong? Like, is it something that I did in the past? Like, because I'm just trying to figure out. I know you're not supposed to question God why, but I'm just like, why? Like, I love my child and I don't want to see her like that. Like, how can we fix this? How can I help her? Like, is this karma or something? Like, and this, hear me out when I say this. I'm just venting to y'all and just expressing my feelings, because I know that there's someone out there who gets emotional and feels a way, with dealing with this. I cried so bad because I want to know, like, why my child got to be autistic? Then I look at it like, but she's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? She is. My child is a blessing. I love her to death. I'm just like, why does she have to go through this, though? Like, this is hurtful. She's my child. I don't want to see my child. You take her to the park. She could hit somebody's child. She has elopement issues. She can run away. Like, I don't want my child to have to go through this. Like, it's just not fair to me. This is all the type of feelings. This is the emotions that I'm going through. You go to the doctor and you ask them, you have any type of resources? They don't know anything. The schools have the stuff that they have, like the love sack. I want to get her a love sack. You know how much a love sack costs? Yeah. I'm like, how do we even find a way to get like insurance to pay for it or something? Like, love sacks is like a sensory beanie bag chair. Well, it's not just a sensory chair. I'm gonna Let me clear that up. A love sack is like a beanbag chair. It's soft. It has the feeling. You can sit in and read, take a nap, whatever. They have those sensory chairs inside the special needs schools. And Janiyah loves to go in that corner. It calms her down. She takes a nap. That just helps her regroup and get herself together. I would love to have that. It's expensive, but like I said, you ask the doctors for resources and things to help you with, to help with coping for her, the things that she needs. Some of that stuff is gonna require money. And or if the insurance can cover it, let me know. What does the insurance cover? They don't tell you nothing. And you're doing researches and you just end up nowhere. On the computer. What does it cover? What can she get? What does she qualify for? You don't know nothing because they don't tell you nothing. And you still looking and you just ask them then it got to be somebody out there that knows something. So if you know any resources, if you have any resources for items and things that could help my child as far as, her sensory needs. Yes, we have the poppets. She plays with those sometimes. She has her cell phone. We actually have several cell phones. We charge them all up. If one dies because she's playing Yo Gabba Gabba, she played the same song for weeks on end. We hear the same song. And then she might switch to another song and that's going to play for 2 weeks or a month. But that's just what we've been doing. We give her the phone. We let her do her. She walks around in the living room. She sits on the floor. She claps her hands. She shakes her head. You go upstairs, you come back down, she asks for 17 bottles of water. I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. She'll keep asking for a bottle of water, put it in your hand, you open it, you give it to her, she drink it, she come back, get another one. You give her the snacks. She likes Pop-Tarts. You give her that. But if you tell her, wait, give it a second. She just ate. You give her 2 bowls of cereal. You just ate, sweetheart. Wait a minute. She wants more. If you tell her no, she's going to flip the table over. She's going to fall out. She done broke my coffee mugs and everything. Swinging stuff. Hitting me. Falling out, trying to hurt herself. Okay, cool. I'll make you another bowl of cereal. I'll give you another Pop-Tart. I'll give you some more water. What do you want? It can be frustrating. Very, very frustrating. What do you do? I look up the videos on YouTube. I'm looking it up. I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on. How are they dealing with it? I saw one video last night because I couldn't go to sleep until she went to sleep. And one lady said she sold her house and basically I think all of her kids is autistic if I'm not mistaken. But she sold the house and they bought an RV. And basically had to keep moving around. And I guess the kids was coping with that and they liked it. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole video, but I'm like, no, that's not going to work. I can't live like that. Who's living in an RV? Who's buying an RV? No. My struggle is that we live in a community that I don't even like. I'm grateful, thankful for the house. The house is beautiful, but I don't like the community because they just doing anything out there. The backyard, they have a little playground. She can't go to that playground. Everybody from other communities come to this playground and try to do all types of crazy stuff. Older kids on the playground doing stuff they're not supposed to do, fighting, all types of stuff. I gotta take her out there. We don't even have a fence, so I can't let her go out back and just let her enjoy herself out back in the backyard. So my goal is to work on getting a house that is more suitable for her needs, because I want to proof it for her meltdowns. I want to buy the padding and things because she likes to bang her head and stuff like that. There were times she run out the front door. I had to hurry up and run and get her just so she don't run out in the street because she's fast. She run out back. Oh my God, I had to hurry up. People looking. She went outside in her pamper. People looking. And I'm like, oh my God, Jesus. So it's just it's just me. It's just me and them. I'm doing the best I can. Then it's it affects them because now it's Ma, oh my God, she gonna hit you. Ma, you good? Ma, are you okay? Ma, she hit me. Ma, she hurt me. This is all the type of stuff that, that is going on with them. So I'm trying to take their feelings in consideration. So they're tired. They got to go to school in the morning. But because she's up at 2 in the morning banging, carrying on, falling out, it breaks their sleep. They're not getting a full night's rest. So I'm just like, this is the struggles that I'm dealing with when it comes with having a special needs child. Now, I made a video like this before. I believe it was on one of my YouTube shorts. And I had a person say, wow, what kind of mother are you to say this is what you're dealing with? I'm not saying it in a sense of, look at what I'm dealing with as if like, I don't like my child when I can't stand her. I'm saying in a sense of like, this is the situation that we're dealing with. And that if anybody knows any type of resources to help, shed light, comment, let me know. But I'm not saying it in a malicious or mean or hateful way. Like, I don't want my child. Like, see, people on the internet do the most. But I'm still going to tell my story. Because like I said, there's somebody out there who's dealing with the same thing. And I don't care if it's one person or 2 or 20 or 100. I hope the video finds somebody. And if there's resources, like I said, please let me know. Comment on any of my videos. I think my email is even on my description box. It's somewhere on here. But we need more resources when it comes to dealing with special needs kids. It's a struggle. Can't go to certain places, can't do certain things because we want to make sure that the child is safe. I just thought I would come on here for a second to share my story though. Because, like I said, I hope this video finds somebody that maybe you need encouragement. Just hang in there. There's a community for us. Saying hang in there to you, but I'm really telling myself, hang in there. Because last night, it was so emotional. But thanks for taking the time to listen to this video.